Hi, hello, welcome in, my beautiful baddies, my lovely friends. Welcome in to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today we're doing another pick a card reading. This one is all about how does your boss really feel about you? I thought right now, with everything going on with careers and whatnot, Spirit and the ancestors came forward, and I thought, yeah, it feels like the right time. So settle in, and we will get some tea on what your boss really thinks about you. So I'm really glad all of you are here, and I truly hope all of you are doing well. And as you see before you, there are three cards. These are going to be your psychic linking, not three cards, there are three decks. There are three decks and three crystals, y'all. I'm blind. I need more coffee. Okay, there are three decks of tarot and three crystals, my friends. Sorry if I shook the camera. And these are going to be your psychic linking objects. I will be showing you each crystal up close. Um, the first crystal is going to be the garnet. This is a garnet heart shaped crystal. The second crystal is going to be the obsidian heart. And the third crystal is a labradorite heart. All right. We have the golden tarot, we have the magical tarot, and we have the horror tarot. All right. And I will include, like I said, a little video for those of you who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. And you will again see the crystals up close. And if you're drawn to more than one group, there may be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.
Step one, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good.
Hey, group one, all of you who are drawn to the garnet crystal and you are drawn to the golden tarot. This is going to be your reading all about what does your boss really think of you. Now, first, this garnet is very dark. Okay, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is very dark. Okay, it's dark, it's deep. Garnets can be very strong. They're also very, attractive. Lots of cardiovascular kind of energy, if you know what I'm saying. So you may get attention at work. People may know when you're stopping by, if you know what I mean. We have Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck. All right, we're going to start off with tarot, which I usually kind of end with it, but we're going to start off, okay? So tell me, Golden Tarot deck, what does Group 1's boss think of them? Now just take what resonates, all right? Tell me. Well, I think you're attractive. Your brain is attractive. The way you think is attractive. You're very smart. You're very strong. Now, I'm going to tell you something, Capricorn, might make you uncomfortable. Some of you have very strong legs. Okay? We have the Nine of Swords. Okay. We have the Devil, Capricorn. We have the Queen of I want to say wands, but it's water. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, we're going to take this. We have the Nine of Cups. So, what do they think? The Two of Swords. Well, Capricorn hard worker. Okay, definitely capable of producing very good work, good quality work, things to be very proud of, right? 99 is going to be a number of alignment for you. Um, you worry a lot. There's anxiety here. They're aware of it. They're aware of your anxiety. You don't hide it. You worry a lot. There's something, though, sneaky about your energy that they don't trust. Okay. You may have some Scorpio there. It has to do with emotions here. Indecision. You might have some Libra as well. But you are a hard worker. Okay. And you produce good work. But there's something over here we don't quite, I don't know, trust. Perhaps it's your emotions. Perhaps it's the way you make decisions from your intuition. They just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't get it. And that's okay, but they're not comfortable with not getting it. Okay. Some of them straight up think you're lying. You lie about things. You lie. You're emotionally manipulative. Perhaps being emotionally manipulative, though, is part of your job. So it's like, well, they're good at their job, and being emotionally manipulative is kind of what makes them good at their job. Um, Let's see here. What does this worry about? The night has begun. Okay, we have the mask. Cracks are appearing. Yeah, sometimes, the Seven of Swords energy pops up, okay, to the boss. Um, and it could very well be with customers or in deals or something. And it shows this kind of darker energy. Okay. Um, it can be manipulative. It could be maybe you get short with people. It could be how you get your sales. It could be how sly you can be at times. And it's almost like, okay, I got to tell you, it's like they understand it, but they also catch you doing it with them, or they think they catch you doing it with them. Okay. They really think you have a dark side. Okay. They think there's something dark about you, dark and possibly dreadful. Okay. Um, they do think you're a good worker, though. All right. Tell me more. There's something about you they do not trust, though. But I got to tell you, um, that's not heard of in this day and age. Okay. A lot of people aren't trusted. Okay. So don't feel bad about that. We have communicator. Um, I feel like they're making all of this up in their head. Okay. Um, I I feel like there's something about you that might be a little bit too good to be true. Okay. A little too good to be true in this situation. You also could be a Gemini, okay? And with the mask here and the communicator, and you're just a really good communicator. You're able to calm people down. Um, and you can be manipulative. There's just something about you they do not trust. Um, but gosh, you're such a good worker. I feel like it's almost maybe this is a religion, the way you live your life. Okay. Perhaps they found out about your personal life. We have critic, not open minded. Okay. There's something about you personally. Okay. That challenges them and they do not like it. Okay. It can be an attraction to this garnet energy that ruffles them the wrong way. Okay. Um, it can be something about the way you appear or something about you that triggers them. Um, and it's deep. Okay. It's very deep here. Tell me more. The thing is that I feel like this is a struggle because you are a good worker. You are a good person. But also, they're very triggered. And it's on a personal level. Trickster. Okay. It's almost like a spiritual thing. Okay. It's almost like they feel that you are being fake on some level. You are not being real. You're not presenting yourself um, as who you really are. This is so strange. This is so um, this won't be for all of you, this part right here, because it feels very specific. But for a lot of you, there's this energy of they don't trust that you're this good. There's something more here. Detached manipulator. See, I feel like they are trying to manipulate you. Okay. Beware of the buddy buddy boss. Beware of the buddy buddy boss extracting information from you. Hear me now. Hear me now. Hear me now, group one. Hear me now. Beware of your buddy buddy boss. They are not buddy buddy with you. Okay? When the shit goes down, all right? When the stuff is found out, and it will be, and you say, what stuff? Well, just wait. A lot of times they've extracted information to use against whom? You, the scapegoat. Page of Wands. Little innocent Page of Wands. I don't know what's going on. What are you talking about, Amy? I'm just saying. Because they don't trust you. You're good at your job. Right? Perhaps they're the ones that are sneaking around, learning things about you. Perhaps you don't trust them. The King of Wands here. Manipulator. Manipulating the Page of Wands here. Be careful of the buddy buddy boss. They're not always buddy buddy. Okay. Here we have fire coming out of the King of Wands energy. Tell me more. Here's the thing. You do not have to tell them everything about you. Okay? Only say what you have to. This person has a personal thing going on. And the thing you have going for you is you're good at your job, you're a nice person. But personally, Even though they may be buddy buddy with you, there's something about you that maybe you've shared, they've observed, they know that has absolutely triggered them. And we got fire coming after this Page of Wands. Tell me more. Tell me more. We have the Nine of Coins here. Caw. That's what I want to say with this buzzard lady. Caw. Here's the thing is no matter what this energy does, it's not going to block you from your success in this area of your life, okay? Because you are a professional, okay? You are heading towards an area of professionalism, of growth, right? Of assurity, of connection, of listening to intuitive guidance, of not listening to manipulative words by immature, jealous, hateful bosses. I think office politics are some of the worst kinds of politics, because you never really know what's going on until it's going on, right? So tell us more. Tell us more about this. I I feel the energy of the Eight of Wands. Okay. This energy of this I feel this buzzard here, right? Waiting for this see how the King of Wands here is this fiery dragon? But see this dragon is cooking. He's roasting. And here's the thing. She's waiting for him to be done cooking. All right. Okay. It says throw the fire, don't be on fire. Okay. Um, so we have the Eight of Wands coming in very strong as this Nine of Coins energy moves on. Okay. And we have the Two of Swords. Decisions. Decisions, 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 decisions. You'll have choices. You'll have a choice. You'll have reflection, right? Tell me about this choice. Tell me about this choice. I think your boss thinks that you have a hard time making choices, um, and also that you don't ask for help. Sorry if I shook the camera. You don't ask for help. You try to do it all by yourself. We have the High Priestess. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. I feel like for you, seeing the truth of your situation, be it whatever it is going to help you gain clarity. Okay? It's going to help you gain clarity and become more strategic with the information that you have so that you can go and get your cup. You can become more focused. Information is wisdom, is victory. Okay? Just because we know something doesn't mean we go react right away. Okay? We see the truth, we observe, right? We observe and we go, okay, yeah, bitch, I see you now. I see you. I see this. I see how you're doing me. Okay, aunties, right? All right, okay, so now what? So now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to look for this. Now I'm going to go do that. Okay? We make plans. That's right. We make plans and we follow through. Because what? Because we're going to grow. Right. We're going to grow. We're going to achieve. We're going to overcome. Yeah. It's the year of the fire horse. It's a year of us doing, us moving into action. That's right. Okay. But good action, not impulsive. We have continuous learning. Commit to lifelong learning. Stay updated on industry trends, attend workshops, and read relevant literature to stay competitive and informed. Doo doo. Can y'all see that? I can't tell. I'm using a different camera today, so hopefully it's doing better. Okay, these are sticking out, so I'm going to take those money cards for you. We have unfulfilled and we have offering. Um, I feel like a lot of you, okay, are probably in situations where you're unfulfilled, and this is all about you getting in alignment, okay? And the universe is going to bring you, it's going to meet all your needs, okay? Um, and it's saying here, consider having a money altar. If you can't have a money altar, do a money plate, money bowl, money jar, money candle, just something where you focus on money, okay? You light it, you say, hey, money. Do your own thing with it, right? But actively engage with the energy of money, okay? Actively engage with it in a positive way. And I feel like for you, the continuous learning, there's information here about updating your skills and abilities, perhaps going into a whole other area where you're more fulfilled, um, where your life purpose. Okay. I don't like that because I feel like life purposes change. So it's the fulfillment of that moment. It's the fulfillment of that time. We live lots of different lifetimes in one lifetime, many times. Okay. So whatever is drawn, your soul is being drawn to. Okay. So all right, group one, that is what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and informative reading. And I really enjoyed doing this one. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. If you made it this far, leave me a little pig down below to let me know. Thank you all for watching. If you can, hype the video, it does help the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you, beautiful, magical baddies, and lovely friends, in the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, group two, all of you that selected the obsidian heart and or you were drawn to the magic tarot deck. This has a long name, but it's basically the magic tarot deck. Ah! Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, let's find out. What does your boss really think of you? Okay. What does your boss really think of you? Let's start with tarot. I usually wait to the end for tarot, but I'm going to do it first. All right, let me scoot my little stool up. Oh, this one wants to come out, so let's take it. Let's see, we have the edge, the elder, the edge of swords, the elder of swords, the thinker. What does your boss really think of you? I need to put this up here. Hang on. Let me make sure you're all plugged in. Yes. Okay, so I feel like your boss, whoops, sorry. Your boss thinks you're really smart. Okay. Maybe an overthinker, but definitely that you're smart. All right. We have a crown here, so let's see. Tell me more. You have the Nine of Wands. I feel like you can be a little defensive, but you've been through a lot, you know? You've been through a lot, so there you go. All right. Let's see. I have the Oracle of Cups and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're very giving, though. Like you're super giving. Your boss thinks you're very giving. Um, you can be very passionate about your work. I feel like if you work with customers, you're good with the customers. You're very thoughtful. Um, and I feel like you think a lot about your job. Okay, so far I feel like there's good thoughts here. Tell me more about my group two. What does their boss really think of them? What does their boss really think of them? Champion of Swords, Knight of Swords. Sorry, this keeps falling. It feels like they feel like at times you can be a tad bit aggressive with your speech at times. You can be a little aggressive, or your approach can be overly aggressive. But with this passion, it doesn't feel like it's a bad thing necessarily. It doesn't feel like they judge you for it because they know you're passionate. They know that you mean well, right? Um, it's not because you don't care. It's because you do care that it's like this. So, it's not a bad thing. I feel like you're very protective of where you work, like you're very loyal. You care a lot. This may involve computers or something like that. It may involve a mom pop shop or a small business or your business. It may just involve some place that you really love, or you may do what you love, or you just may feel really loyal to where you work. That kind of thing. You may just be very protective of your job. But with the obsidian here, there's something about being very protective here. Okay. Um, and I feel like uh, the boss here, which you could have several bosses, okay, uh, really likes the fact that you're protective. And many of you are protective of reputation, the hanged one. You're protective of reputation. Um, you don't want to hear anyone bad mouthing. Like when you're off the clock, you're still on the clock, kind of thing. It's not just like it's all the time. Okay, death at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and the Eight of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're. It feels like you've really or are really transforming into a professional in this person's eyes. Um, where it's almost like they see potential for evolution. Okay. Now, I feel like some of you do not want to go further. Okay. Some people won't understand not wanting to go further or higher in a career, but that's not for them. Okay. But for some of you, there's definitely a boss here who sees a transformation into a different place, a different evolution. Okay. Taking you kind of out of a place of stagnation. Okay. And it's based upon this drive and your ability to kind of work out problems. okay? Um, and your compassion and empathy. You're very intelligent. Tell me more about this. Tell me more. Tell me more. Those of you who want to stay where you are, they see so much possibility with you. But they also respect you know, they also respect your right to refuse to rise as well. Not refuse, but to stay where you are, to be comfortable, to be happy where you are. We have the world. And I feel like no matter the door you walk through, there's happiness there. Okay? Whether you stay or whether you go, it's a new doorway. Okay, tell me about the new doorway. Over here we have a lot of transmutation. Okay. We have um, going to a different level. Over here we have a different kind of happiness brewing, a different kind of like an internal leveling, an internal um, kind of happiness brewing. And it, it's it's like the scales over here. We have the Hierophant and the Elder of Cups. So we have this energy of moving into a more aligned energy. It feels spiritually over here, being spiritually motivated. And I feel like the boss over here kind of respects where you are, respects, what you want to do, but sees such potential for leadership that at some point it may be brought around you. It may be brought to you in a way that you cannot refuse or you don't want to, okay? And it may feel more fulfilling to you in the way it's brought, okay? It may touch you spiritually. It may touch you in a way that brings out the wisdom, right? The space of healing, the space of home, the space that is beyond just a a check, which a check is a lot right now, right? A check is everything, you know, but it's deep soulful fulfillment, okay? And there's respect for that. Then we have someone who is absolutely climbing the ladder, and we have a little unicorn here, Elder of Cups. Unicorn males are the ones who give birth, right? So we could have creation here. We could have new ideas. Okay, we could have new possibilities. We could be co-creating with our boss. We could be creating new possibilities for ourselves in a business with our boss. We could be going into a side hustle. We could be becoming partners. And this is all based upon how we are seen, how we are received, how good it can get based upon us and our ethics and our integrity and how we make moves. Some of you, yes, you move a little prickly sometimes. And if I was you, I would rein that in, okay? Rein it in a little bit. Okay, soften your blow just a tad bit. It'll work in your favor, okay? Because the uh, the emotional connection, the empathy, the compassion with the passion itself will bring you a lot. Your intelligence, your emotional intelligence will get you noticed. Okay. All right. Let's get a few more cards here. Tell me more. Okay. You are very smart. Do not be afraid to show your brain. Okay. Your boss thinks you're very smart too. Some of you are just super good at technology. They really like, I'm seeing like systems, I'm seeing data libraries. I'm seeing working with like AI structures or someone who is working against AI structures or something like that. Something I don't really understand because I don't. But I'm seeing all sorts of different technologies. Um, I'm seeing just a boss who's really proud of abilities, like what you can do. And I feel this energy of like, I don't tell you enough, like how good you are at what you do. So you're so good at what you do. I appreciate you being part of the team. And if you are on your own and you're your own boss, okay, because I think some of you might be, you do a good job, okay? I know you might get some shit from people, right? Because you do a lot of stuff, right? And it's hard to please everybody. Some people are just impossible to please, no matter what you do or what you say. You just can't make them happy, all right? So I want you to know you're doing a great job, okay? Keep on keeping on. Don't give up. Okay, let's get another card here. Okay, okay, okay. All right, this one, we have accountant. Okay, this person trusts you with money. A lot of you may handle money. This person trusts you with money, or they would trust you with money. They think you're very stable. They think you're very reliable. Okay. Um, they would never think that you would steal. Okay. Unlike the first group. They would never think that you would mishandle money on purpose. And if there's ever been a miscount or anything like that, they've never thought you were stealing. Okay, never, not one time have they thought that you were stealing. They always know it's an accident. Okay, um, and yeah, they really they really trust you. Okay, you've proven trustworthy. I'm dropping cards left and right. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about my group too. We have mad scientists. I feel like they really like your personality. Okay, you're trustworthy, you're smart, and you're funny at parties. Do you do party tricks? Do you do something with a 2-liter bottle? Huh? Did it explode like Mentos or something? Oh my goodness. You better not. You better not. I'm seeing a Christmas party, y'all. You party down, you make it happen, keep it popping. Keep it popping. Okay, let's go. We have the fire. It burns bright. Yes, you burn brightly. Okay. Your boss thinks that you have potential. I'm sorry. This keeps falling. Your boss thinks you have potential. My boss thinks I'm clumsy. Your boss thinks you have potential and really, really likes your fire, your passion for what you do, and your personality. I think you're well liked by your coworkers. You may be a fire sign. You may be Leo or a Sagittarius. You might be an Aries. Um, but you are so smart, and I feel like you're quick. You're quick. You may be a little comedian. The sleeper. Don't wake up. Because I'm coming to get you. I feel like the truth is that people have slept on you. Like people have underestimated you. And I feel like your boss has underestimated you at times. And the truth is, they still do. Right? Uh-huh. No matter how good all this is, when they go to give you your little report, your little your little job review, for your little 50-cent raise or whatever the fuck it is, because it's not enough. It's not enough, right? Dollar, $2, 10%, whatever it is. Oops. Um, it's not ever going to be like 10 out of 10. No matter if you were 10 out of 10. You ever had somebody tell you it can never be 10 out of 10, even if you are 10 out of 10? Because then we'd have to make it 11. We'd have to raise the bar. So, see, you can't win no matter what you do. So, yeah, so you always get like 9.5, 9, and they lie. Because you do the work. You do the work. You probably do the work of 2 or 3 people, don't you? Are you the workhorse? Are you the work elephant? The workhorse? You make it look easy? Uh-huh. That's why they like you so much. I done figured it out. That's why they like you so much, group 2. Because you work. They like your passion. They like the way you talk to the customers. Well, yeah, because you do everything. Don't melt. You're so sweet. Don't melt. Keep working. Keep doing it. We love you so much. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful because sometimes all that love and sweetness, all of that is just to keep you working overtime. It's just to keep your booty there in the chair, to keep doing the work, right? And if you need the overtime, if you need it, well, there it is. But don't be fooled by all that. Honey, we're family. Honey, we love you. Honey, we ain't family. Did you see that I got 9.5? I work like 160 hours a week or whatever. And I got 9.5 on my review. I don't think so. Right? Am I right? I get you. I get you. Let's get some money cards. Tell me more. This boss, though, really likes you. They really, really like you. They really do. And they think you have a lot of potential and a lot of good stuff about you. But don't work yourself into the ground for this job. Okay? You got bigger and better things coming. All right? And don't let them make you feel guilty if one day you come in and you don't overwork at your job. You don't do the extra stuff that you do because you're tired, right? We have 2 cards. Career advancement. Seek opportunities for growth in your career. Update your resume, network with career professionals, and consider further education or training. Boom. Saving strategies. Develop a habit of savings, blah, blah, blah. A lot of us cannot save right now. You might as well just ask us for $1,000,000,000,000. Okay. But if you can save, do your thing. Do it. Save. Put your pennies in a jar. They're not making pennies over here anymore. So they might be worth something someday. Worth more than a penny. Maybe a penny and point zero penny. Okay, tell me more. So, the advice here is to seek a career advancement. Do what you need to do to grow your career. Okay. Even if you stay in the same place. All right. We have job satisfaction. Seek satisfaction in your job. Really, everyone should try this. Now, I say this humbly, knowing that we all have to eat, okay? And we all got to do what we got to do to eat, okay? I say that. I say that right now from my trailer, okay? We all got to do what we got to do to eat, okay? But the intention should be that we all can find some peace and satisfaction in what we do because it is our life. And we live in this moment. And in this moment, your boss seems to like you and feels that you have potential. No matter the motivation, honey, that's better than a lot of people have right now. So if this is you, feel good. Feel good about it because a lot of people don't have this. And use it to your advantage. Don't take it for granted and use it for your advantage. I feel like the next few months may be very good for you. We have, this is a timeless reading, but we have Jupiter getting into more expansive energy as it has gone direct. And you may just find, hey, things start working out for you. Things just naturally unfold. All right. Okay, group two, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful and informative. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. If you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And if you made it this far, give me an elephant from your emojis down below to let me know you made it this far. I would love to see those. Thank you all for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of the tribe. And if you can hype the video, it does help this video and the channel. And I appreciate all of you for doing that. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies and lovely friends on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group three. All of you that selected the Labradorite crystal. This is going to be your reading all about what does your boss really think of you. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. We're going to start off with tarot. I usually end with tarot, but not today, my friend. Not today. So here we go. Well, those don't want to go in. Come on. Oh, none of them want to be shuffled today. All right. So here we go. We'll do it this way. All right. Well, Labrador, your choice of Labradorite tells me you may be psychic. Okay. You may be have a good sense of intuition. All right. As well. Tell me more about what, or at least your boss may feel like you have a good feel for things. You have a good gut feeling about things. Okay, tell me more. What does my boss, your boss, what does your boss, my group three's boss, really think of them? Okay, we have the devil. Oh, we have the devil. Oh my. Okay, we have puppets here. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more about this devil. You might be a Capricorn. You might be a Taurus. You might be a Gemini. Okay, tell me more. You may have a past. Okay, you might have a past here. Your boss may know about it. All right. We have the hermit. You may kind of keep to yourself. I feel like you're keeping to yourself might make them uneasy. But also, I feel like you might be kind of knowledgeable about things, probably because of what you've been through. We have the King of Swords here. Um, Again, you might be very smart. Also, there may be some energy here about like alternate religions or spiritual paths. We have the Fool. Um, I feel like your boss feels like you're brave. You're not afraid to take risks. I feel like you've had to take them in your life to get where you are. I'm hearing recovery. Some of you guys have been in recovery. We have the Five of Wands. Okay, so you've had to fight some monsters in your life. Okay, with the devil here, that's probably truer than true. Um, you may have had to fight some mental stuff as well. I'm not, you know, a professional psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm just a woman with a gift, and I'm sharing it with you. That's it. Okay, but you may have had, your own little thoughts and thought demons to get over, right? And your boss knows that. This dropped out. We have the Three of Swords. You've had heartbreak over heartbreak, and your boss knows that. Okay. Um, I think you've been really open with who you are. Okay. This may actually be part of your job. All right, is kind of being open about who you are, or perhaps you just have had a lot of time to talk. Perhaps being social is part of your job. Um, but you've had tons of disappointment, right? And I feel like your boss understands why you're kind of standoffish. I don't feel like you're super social at work. Um, I Here's the thing. I feel kind of a weird. Let me pull real quick. I feel kind of a weird. Sorry if I shook the camera. I feel a kind of weird energy. I feel like someone who is like out being social, sharing like these stories or talking, but ultimately wants to be left alone. The Four of Swords, yeah. Ultimately, we have the Queen of Cups, very empathic, right? Very emotionally intelligent. Absolutely wants to be seen on the cover of a magazine. On the cover of a magazine, sorry. My tongue's heavy, y'all. On the cover of a magazine, y'all. Okay. She is the star of the program on CBS. Okay. She's it on a stick in the 70s, right? And she's beautiful. And then we have the Four of Swords. She needs to recover. I feel like your boss knows you're sensitive. They might know you're a little psychic, okay? But they love your bravery. They love this sensitivity too. It's part of like the coolness of you, is what I'm hearing. Okay. I do think at work you may have had a bad spell. Okay. I think you may have been fired before, perhaps over some bad choices. Okay. Perhaps harsh words, perhaps an argument um, that led to some hard times. Okay. Your boss, of course, knows this. You could have had this happen at this job. Perhaps you weren't let go, but it was a bad situation. Perhaps you were demoted or something like that. But it feels like this person knows you have, shoot, I'm sorry, knows you have a good heart, My tech is not doing their job with this wire. I'm going to get written up by my boss. They know that you have a good heart, and you mean well. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups here, um, I feel like people really like you, even though you're like, oh, God, I'm tired of being around people sometimes. I just need to recover. Tell me more. I feel like that part of you is really what keeps you where you are. Okay. Um, it's really what helps you stay where you are. This Queen of Cups energy. This deck is just sliding all over the place. Okay. We have guide. Um, I feel like sometimes your boss feels like you're misguided, um, especially when it comes to you being on your own. That perhaps you're so afraid of being broken again or brokenhearted or disappointed that you won't put yourself back out there. And it's really starting to limit you in major ways. We have night. Um, I do think part of what is going on here with this is that you're not afraid with a fool to question authority. You're not afraid to kind of, when you think something's off, even if you can be misguided, you don't step down. Okay. And I'm not saying you're misguided. Even if your boss thinks you're misguided, they feel like you should step down out of respect. And there's a little bit of that going on. Even if your boss is wrong. That doesn't make sense, boss. Even if they're wrong, you should step down. Some of you have some very old school kind of bosses who may be very approachable. You may sit and talk with them. They may know a lot about you, but when it really comes down to it, they expect you to kind of back down to them. And when you don't, you get in this kind of situation where there are words exchanged, perhaps write ups and things like that. So this won't be for all of you, but if that's you, then that's you. We have epicure, adventurous, insatiable. We have rebel. Um, I feel like they know that you're talented. Okay. They know that all of this kind of almost chaotic energy at times, this stepping up when they feel something's wrong, even if the boss feels like they should shut up. you know, um, they also see the value in it because so many people do not have any passion for anything at all. I feel like this boss feels like they can kind of like, they can focus it. Now, if you have your own business, you may be feeling like this chaotic energy. This is the energy of creation. Okay. You're meant to use this to help your company create, help your side hustle create something new. We're birthing new things now. Okay. It's not the same. Things are going to change. So if you're feeling chaotic, let it flow. It's creation, okay? And you may go through several different forms before you reach your final destination, okay? This is the age of Aquarius. And yeah, if you know Aquarius, you know what I'm talking about. We have boss. Here's the thing, they like that you're goal oriented. They like that you care about accomplishing things. They like that you take energy and you focus. You may think, well, I don't accomplish those things. Well, a lot of times I fail at those lists. It doesn't matter. The fact that you put it together, the fact that you care. Some of you like put together PowerPoints and things like that for people. They love that. They love that you do those things. Even though you may not feel like they're appreciated, they very much are appreciated. Okay. Um, and I feel like it's your attention to detail. Some of you guys are extremely detail oriented. They love that. They love the detail orientedness of how your brain works. They wish the detail orientedness would apply to you coming in on time. Some of you guys are taking too long for lunch. You're the only group that I got that for. Some of you guys are just taking too long and they're noticing that. They don't like it, okay, because it makes it look like they have favoritism over you and they don't. And eventually they're going to have to say something. So just stop that so it doesn't become a thing. I'm just telling you, if it's you, if you're going to work out, just stop. Just go after work. Okay. You just have to stop it. You're going to have to change your routine. Change is good. That we're in the energy of change. Why do you think I'm reading from my kitchen countertop? Change is good. Change is good. It gives us new ideas, a new vitality, and us making choices to change is a wonderful thing. Um, but for some of you, the detail orientedness of your work is awesome. They want you to apply that to time management, okay? And for some of you, time management is a major thing. You make the lists, you're goal oriented, but time management is a thing. So focus on that. Okay, focus on time management. Let's get some more cards here. Tell me more about my group three. Tell me more about my group three. Tell me more. Tell me more. Be more vocal about your ideas. Okay, be more vocal. If to your boss or if this is you and your business, do more action with your ideas. If it's a product, draw it out, write it out, bring it into 3D. Don't just think about it. The reborn, something's coming. Don't just think about it, draw it, bring it into 3D. Believe it or not, just writing something down, drawing it helps you, and do it with a pencil. There's something about pencil to paper that does something to your brain. It's actually very important. Pencils are very important. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more. Okay, we have the twins seeing double. The reflection, it's only you. Gemini energy. Don't be overwhelmed. Okay. I feel like your boss sometimes thinks that you are overwhelmed and you don't ask for help. A lot of people are afraid to ask for help because they're afraid it makes them look weak, but it's part of time management. Okay. Uh, and sometimes you actually get too much work and you need help. Now, for some of you, if you are your own boss, you have to learn how to work more effectively. And that's part of the creativity that you have. That's part of the chaos. Is figuring out routines and systems that work to your favor for your goals. This is about you becoming more organized. I feel like your boss wants you to become more organized. For some of you, you're doing double work. They're seeing you do double work, and they want you to stop that because you have more important things to do. So, routines, follow through, okay, time management. You have a lot of strengths um, and things to build on. and they really do like you. They like you so much that I feel like there's a lot that they see that other people might see and see as a negative, but they actually see it as a positive because they see you as somebody who's very, very passionate and intense. You may be a Scorpio, okay? Creative. Some of you are highly creative. You may do tattoos or something like that, painting, artsy, okay? And for some of you, doing art is part of your healing, whatever it is. Doing art, reading, crafting, cooking. Cooking can be very creative, okay? All of those kind of things are part of your healing process. It's part of your transmutation process. It's not just you piddling around doing this and doing that. It's bigger than that, okay? And it can help you restart your internal fire if your spark seems to be dull, okay? Do something creative. Let creativity give you purpose, okay? Let creativity flow. All right, let's get some other cards here. What does your boss really think of my group 3? What does their boss really think of my group 3? What does the boss really think of my group 3? What does their boss really think of group 3? What does your boss really think of you, group 3? Okay. All right, let's get these. Oh, we have smart investing. Um, I feel like for you, I think this is about you watching your money. Okay? Like watching your time, watching your money. Okay? We have professional networking. I feel like your boss, one of your strengths is your ability to network, your ability to have good, productive conversations. I feel like a lot of you may be able to handle some people others can't handle, and it might be because of the things that you've been through. Efficient work habits. Okay, this is something that I feel like you're a hard worker, but there is more proficiency as far as like time management and the things that your boss said. Um, Financial goal setting, we talked about that. I feel like once you really get everything together, as far as like how you want to do things, you're moving into embodiment. Okay, we're moving from making the routines. What are our goals? What exactly do you want to accomplish financially? Okay, how much money do you want to save? How much money do you want to make? Okay, what do you need to do to get there step by step? Break it down, make a goal, and then create systems, routines, things that support those goals. And then what do? You do them. And then you find out, oh, that didn't work. Oh, I can't do that. That's not realistic. So what do? You change it until it works, until it's livable, until it's real, until you're living the embodiment of that thing, that goal. You are what? You're changing your frequency to that goal, that dream, that thing. Now, not everybody wants to do this and don't. But if you do, that's kind of what it's about. Some people can't just imagine. And that's part of it. Imagine feeling what it feels like to accomplish your goal. Yes, that's part of it. But also doing the action that actually takes you from feeling one way to in the energy of transitioning to the other. And sometimes it's by going to school, going back and upping, your skills and abilities. Sometimes it is by, creating a new product. Sometimes, it's by getting a second job and saving more money because you need this or, it's different for everyone. Okay? But once you you clarify your goal, then you see what in your life is available for you to accomplish it safely, legally, all those things. And then you work it. And that goes for any goal, not just financial. Understand that the path to it can change. Your goal can even change. But the path is about you growing. It's about you evolving. We have silence, moving in silence while you continue to build. And there you go. I feel like your boss really loves how you keep your mouth shut. I feel like for a lot of you, you may know things that the others don't. I feel like that makes them mad. They don't like that you know things they don't. You may know things about work, about the money, about who's hired, who's fired. You may know things about who's a gossip, who's not, those kind of things because the boss trusts you and they don't like it. They do not like that one bit, my friend. Oh, well, I don't think you really care. They being your coworkers. So, all right, group three, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and interesting reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading. If you'd like to see more readings like this, give me a thumbs up. And if you made it this far, leave me some sunglasses down below, some glasses, sunglasses down below to let me know you made it this far. And I appreciate you watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you can hype the video, I would love that. That would really help the channel and this video. And I appreciate you guys watching. Did I say that? And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies and lovely friends on the other side. Bye, guys.